Hello everybody, it's Joe Soller here, and today we're going to be talking about rebuilding your suspension on your 18T or your 18B2 or anything like that, or any suspension really. This is only one type of shock, and I'll cover the rest in another video. After you get the shock off your vehicle, what you want to do is inspect it for any stress marks or anything visible on the outside. And make sure your work area is clean and there's no little parts or tools around that you don't need, because there's some little parts that you could lose, and it's never no good losing stuff. So first off, you want to take your spring retainer off your shock. Set that aside. Take your spring off. Take all your suspension shims off. Then you're left with just the shock. And then you just twist off the top here. In this model anyway, some are different. And you have your bladder inside this cap here. Just set that aside. There's no oil left in the shock, so pretend there is some coming out of it now on yours anyway, and you just want to get all the oil out of it. And bring the piston up to the top and inspect it for any gashes or really visible damage. If you want, you can take the whole suspension shaft out by just taking off this right here and pulling the shaft right up, but we're not going to do that today. And you want to take some motor cleaner or contact cleaner or brake cleaner and just spray it inside there, and to get any dirt or debris out of there. To work that in a little bit. And now's a good time to also check your shock shaft, if it's bent or anything. You can roll it between your fingers or on a flat edge or anything like that to feel if it's bent at all. And so right now we're going to carry on with filling the suspension up. I'm going to be using 30 weight oil. It's going to be a little stiffer than what's in it now. I think there's 30 weight in it now actually, but this stuff feels stiffer, so comes in a little bottle like this, or a big bottle. For these ones here, you can fill it up right to the top. So you just want to put it in there. And good thing about the 18 scale is they don't use a lot of shock oil. You just want to fill that up to the top there. And you can't see on the video, but if you're doing this yourself, you just work the piston up and down a little bit, and you'll see lots of air bubbles coming up. And you can also take an Allen wrench or something and just tap the side like this, force any air bubbles up. You want to do this for a couple minutes to get all the air out of it, because if there's air in it, kind of defeats the whole purpose of rebuilding your suspension. It won't work properly. There'll be dead zones and stuff like that. So when you're happy with that, you're happy that it's full. I always fill it a little bit extra, and then take your cap with the bladder on it. Screw it on. I screw it on about halfway and just give it a little push and then screw it on all the way. I don't know, I don't like my suspension fully decompressed. I don't like that. So then you just, once you get that on tight, take some paper towel or a rag and just give it a wipe around. Then you want to compress the suspension. It should compress all the way in. So if it doesn't compress all the way in, you have too much shock oil in there. You have to bleed it, or you got some air, too much air. So you want to inspect the seal to make sure nothing's leaking. And then you can just go ahead and reassemble your shock and carry on to the next 4. So hopefully that I helped you guys out a little bit, and if not, let me know what I did wrong. Everybody needs to learn something. Nobody's perfect, everybody makes mistakes, but hopefully this will help you guys in rebuilding your suspension. And thanks for watching.